until after this portion of the judging completes. So we're going to now get our first look at Flex Lewis standing behind David Henry. And when you look at both of those guys on the left, you're looking at two champions of this division, one the reigning and one a former champion. But Flex Lewis has assumed his spot near the center next to Ahmad Ashkenani.
And that's what we expect. I think those are going to wind up being the odds-on final two competitors standing. Ahmad, the reigning defending Arnold Classic champion, and of course James Flex Lewis. That's what people want to see. But David Henry had something to say about that. A very loud opposition to Ahmad winning out there in Columbus, Ohio. I was not amongst them. I thought Ahmad had that competition, but David is a formidable competitor that might move up. Right now, James isn't blowing anybody off that stage.
It looks to me like Flex Lewis has opened the door for somebody to crawl through it. I don't know if anybody's going to. I don't know if anybody up there flat out did what they had to do to win the title. And they always say you have to knock out the champ. I'm not a big believer in that premise. But I don't know that anybody up there looks like they have clearly shown up with a career best. And when a guy wins an Olympia title in any division, you want to do it at your all-time best. I don't know that anybody up there has done something that I think is going to scare Flex Lewis out of the building.
No, and at the end of the day, the one guy that I thought would be Ahmad. He's just wider across the shoulders, but James, you can look at his hamstrings.
Doesn't
you can
Flex
look at
win
his
that
glutes.
shot?
Yeah, the glutes, the hamstrings. It's one of those things where his conditioning is carrying him through, even though he's not at his best.
It seems like when Flex Lewis goes into his pose, that's where he starts to pull ahead a little bit. When he's in a more relaxed position, he looks like he's carrying a little bit of water and kind of creating an opportunity for somebody else. But Flex Lewis seems to have positioned himself, but Ahmad Ashkenani is going to do everything he can to try to take down the champ. It is not easy to win this title as many times as Flex Lewis has. In fact, no one's ever done it.
And it's got to be getting harder because he's got a baby at home now. So it's a different dynamic when you're training for a show of this magnitude. You got a friend that passes away. You got a baby that's crying for milk, and you got a wife that's out there, spending all the money, and you're running a gym. A lot more responsibilities on the champion's shoulders, which might contribute to him not being as he was when he was in his gladiator days. But right now, he's going to have to fight for this title. It's not a walk in the park, and we don't want to leave it to the judges. As the boxing analysis goes, you want to knock the champion out, and the champion can't get comfortable. That title does not have his name on it until his name is announced tomorrow.
Thank you, gentlemen. Back in line.
I was surprised they didn't move David Henry in. I thought he was worthy of getting